Welcome to another episode of Step by Step Talks. I'm in Bali, Indonesia today, continuing our talks with Canggu Properties. I am so fortunate to be sitting with a lady who's got decades of experience in management. She's the general manager of Canggu Properties. Investors, tourists, real estate seekers. The person who looks after the whole of Canggu Properties is Suci. Welcome, Suci.
Oh, thank you, Corinne. Thank you so much.
It is so wonderful to have you here today. And, for us to share what you do behind the scenes for Canggu Properties, for all the investors or all the real estate owners. Tell me, first, we'll start by you introducing our guests, who you are, how you got into Canggu Properties, and what you've been doing in the last 3 decades of hospitality.
Okay, thank you for the time, Ravani. So my name is Suci. I'm Balinese, I'm Indonesian. So I've been with the industry hospitality for more than 30 years. Yes. So I used to work with the international brand, Accor and Solmelia, which around the world. And end up now with Canggu Property Management. So it's basically the same industry, business models. So we're serving the guests, but come into the Canggu Property Management, I also involving into the investor. So think about how we have a balance between guest satisfaction and also the investor to make them also giving, keep giving the investing to the property in Bali. So been 30 years, so happy to meet you today. So glad to share the experience.
Thank you, Suci. You told me that you are from Jakarta, but you're Balinese,
yes.
And you've traveled a lot around.
Of course.
Yes, because you were working in the hospitality industry with such big hotels.
Yeah.
Now, one thing you mentioned to me, which really struck out to me, was that you believe in transparency and clarity. That is what Canggu Properties is about. Yeah. So when you have people who have actually invested in property here and are owners, you look after their properties and you market the properties for them while they live in their own countries or they may be living here. Tell me, what is your procedure and what is your method that you use to make sure that everybody is aware of what you're doing? How do you advertise? How do you get guests into the villas? How do you prepare your statements right at the end to the owners, because they want to know they've invested, they're going to make the 15% hopefully on their investment. What do you do?
All right. So Canggu Property Management doing the marketing for the villas and all the properties in Bali and also in Labuan Bajo. So we doing a partnership with a business partner, which is in this situation, we work with the online travel agents, also offline travel agent business partners. So we work with them and we feature the villa and property in their platform.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're doing marketing, we sharing all the information, the facilities we providing inside the villa, and what service we have, what kind of service we have. So it's a transparency, open communication, so all details information which guests can access through the platform. So we work with Booking.com, we work with Agoda, C-Trips, Airbnb, so all worldwide platforms. So the transparency I mentioned here is a key between GPM and the investor. So the owner can access through the platform, which they can see how we marketing their villa and property in that platform. So and then also they can see how nice we put the image of the villa and property to make a guest choose their villa. And then also we give also the pricing statement there where the owner can see how much we doing the marketing, how much we selling their villa.
Very
so
good.
It's very transparent and it's very open. So then behind, we will give a monthly statement at the end of the month, where the owner can see how much the return investment they receive from GPM. So then we can see, we have a good win-win discussion to have a win-win solution. What strategy they still are not happy with. So we are happy and open communication to keep improving.
To keep improving. That's
Correct.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
Because, transparency, clarity, and is very important to a real estate owner.
Yeah.
Now, So that is very clear. You get all that done, and you know the market in Bali is great. People come all the time
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's known
Agree
for a
with you.
tourist destination,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
And who are your most clients?
The clients
Yeah,
is
where do you get the people from?
is worldwide.
Worldwide.
Mostly is Asian these
Yeah.
times, European, Russians. Domestic is coming forth because Canggu is getting popular now.
Canggu is very popular.
Of course,
Yeah.
and the American also, but it's become an important market for us, even though not really big share at the moment. But American also looking for modern privacy service and then luxury amenities. And location-wise, also, so many restaurants, cafes, also what we call wellness retreat, which everything you can find in Canggu. So our market is open, but the percentage we have to, play around between the seasons. Like June to September will be Australian malls coming over. So Canggu also become popular for Australian. So we open for market, but majority now is Australian, Asian, and Russian.
And Russian. That's the big market over here.
Yeah.
So let's say that there is one of my guests owns a property with Canggu Properties. What is your method of maintaining their property? Because properties in Bali, due to the weather, the harsh conditions,
Exactly.
sometimes they really run down very fast. So how often do you service your air conditioning? How often do you clean the pools? How often do you do fogging? How often do you do all the things that are necessary? Because in the clients that Russians are coming from, the climate that Russians are coming from, or Europeans, is totally different than Bali.
Exactly.
So can you explain on that?
Yeah,
Because our investors would like to know.
All right. So we're doing the maintenance inside the room for heavy duty equipments like air condition, pool pump, the water heaters is every 3 months. So our engineering will see regularly daily base, but the big maintenance will be turned into 3 months.
Okay.
While welcome to Bali is a tropical island, so we're doing a fogging to avoid mosquito and some insect coming over to the villa's property. Is 3 times a week.
3 times a week.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
you do
we
fogging
have
3 times a week.
So we have a business partner also to doing this.
Yes.
While daily basis, our housekeeping and room attendant will look after the guests. If the guest looking and asking for more privacy and more intimate service, we can give like mosquito repellents, something like that. Additional foggings we can do, to make them comfortable.
So how many engineers do you have working for all the properties in Bali?
At the moment, we have 10, and with the new property coming over, we'll be 15. But of course, we work with a dedicated vendor, our business partner also, which doing heavy maintenance. So it's by calls. So we have a schedule for year-round, the master maintenance that we can already assign which vendor we want to work with. So they can be called on certain dates and months to come over. But engineering is doing the maintenance every day inside the room and the pool.
That's wonderful. So coming to Canggu Properties in Bali to look for a property for investment is a very good thing, because we've got a very talented property manager who's looking, you're the managing director of Canggu Properties, and you're looking after making sure that everything is taken control and everything is being looked after. Do you have a success story to share with the audience?
Well, it's a very good point. So I may say, so far our clients is happy. So we're looking forward for the loyalty customer and repeat customer. We have quite a lot already. Some people back and forward to stay with us, but also complaint still, we cannot stop with the complaint. But majority, I may say, is because of the mosquitoes, which is, we said at the beginning, is welcome to Bali, tropical island. That the most important is always mosquitoes, which is, this cannot be stopped. But so long that we can give explanation to the guests, give a good service, I think this can be solved. While the rest of it is about the pricing. Well, price war is everywhere.
Price war is everywhere.
So they're looking for a great facilities and property, but sometimes guests also looking for, more economical pricing, So to open communication with the guests, giving all the explanation, more personalized service. I'm sure the client will come back and then will stay with us.
Good. So your regular maintenance that you are doing now, and keeping up in place, the client is feeling comfortable that there's no damage to the suite, or there's nothing going wrong. You filled in the cracks. You fill everything on time. Everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I think because Bali, I mean, we're living in the earth, yeah, and Bali, especially close to oceans, is surrounding by the ocean everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
So the rust is come, it's very often. But so long we have this maintenance, using a proper chemical and special technique, and giving a regular training to the staff to remember how to treat the rust, So, well, the service will be there. I mean, we will maintain our service.
This is very important for my guests to understand, and as I said in my previous episodes, that Canggu Properties has a full service where you can get a very good driver who looks after you. At the same time, you've got transparency and clarity from the co-founders. And now we're talking to Suci here, who's got 3 decades of experience in management of looking after properties, sharing that if you do invest in a property in Bali with Canggu Properties, it's going to be maintained and you're not going to be worried about the maintenance of your property. Suci, you told me earlier that you've got a very large team that works for you. Do you want to expand on how you manage 90 people?
Yeah, 90. Yeah, we manage so far 90 people coming from majority from Bali. So they're living close by, so easy to to come and to collaborate with. But also some people also coming from Jakarta, like me, also from Jakarta. So we open our culture, so we engage and teamwork. Yeah, we manage the teamwork and the culture together, blending to the guests. So the most important is the teamwork. So this is the most important, the communication, giving respect to the employee, so they work comfortable and confident to deliver the service to GPM.
That is fantastic. Now, Step by Step Talks promotes women in business and being financially independent. Can you tell me how many women you have in your group?
We can say 20% is women.
Who is women?
Yeah, it's women. But coming forward, we will develop more because we want to empower women, which is industry everywhere now is run and leads by the women. So it's open all the vacation for the women. So despite of that, a man is also still
very important. Very important. No, I'm
know.
not saying that, but I promote women being financially independent because
Exactly.
women have always.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
definitely.
They need to move forward, especially in Bali, because Balinese culture was very different before, and it's evolving over time.
The main thing of the women leadership is the feeling, the empathy. This is that we find special of women that men doesn't have.
So they have a lot of empathy, and that helps with your clients.
Yeah, with the such of touch. Yeah, sometimes we see the interior design, the cleanliness from the women, from the mother touch. So this is become a key.
Oh, very good. And the culture of Balinese, the Balinese culture
Definitely.
is very, very strong with the mom.
Exactly.
Mother, isn't it? Yeah. Suci, our guests are going to be very interested in knowing what the future of Canggu Properties is and where it's going. And being the managing director, obviously, you are firsthand to tell us what is the future of Canggu Properties and how big it's growing, and is it going to carry on maintaining the good service even if it grows bigger? Are you going to hold on, or you cap it, or what are you going to do?
Well, to see the GPM in the future, the most important is to update the trend. Well, where is the villa and property management in such of Bali area, and probably outside Bali is become growing.
Yeah.
So we have to keep update about the trend.
Yeah.
And coming forward, I want to build the eco-friendly touch and service. Yeah. Hopefully, with the owners and investor, they will also hand in hand with me to concern about the eco-friendly.
That's very good. Can you expand on eco-friendly? What do you mean?
It's like the material we use inside the room, the chemicals, So all the material that we use is respecting the environment, to keep the environment lives, to support the green activities, kind of to involved in the CSR activities that's coming forward, the future of the GPM.
So Canggu Properties is eco-friendly. You know, Nico said earlier that very
Exactly.
eco-friendly, and you're
Yeah.
making sure that continues happening. It's not like
Continues,
30 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To have the CSR program, to helping such of people outside there, to bring people, all together. The guests also involved on this
That's
action.
right.
Loyalty, customer is also the most important.
Of course.
To make them come back, to make a membership in the future.
Very
so
true.
additional benefit for those who back and forward and become our loyalty customer. Yeah.
So, do you want to tell us something about the Balinese culture and how you promote it to the people that come to Canggu Properties, the real estate owners or the tourists or the investors? What is it that you strongly adhere to and stick to with the Balinese culture?
Well, people come to Bali because the friendly,
Yes.
the smiles,
Yes.
Always from the heart.
Of course.
So this is the key of Balinese people. So the culture itself, which bring people come back to Bali. So we want to still put the culture touch in the service, in our
Canggu
service,
Properties.
in Canggu Properties.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most important. So serving from the heart, open communication, respect, and friendly service. Keep smiles.
Oh, I think
all the
that's
time.
wonderful. I think that's amazing. Suchi, you're such an amazing person.
Thank
I
you,
have
Ivy.
just totally enjoyed our interview today.
Thank
right?
you. Me too.
Yeah. Now, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, where would they get in touch with you?
Okay, they can contact to CPM Bali,
CP Bali,
CP Bali, or through website.
Canggu Properties.
Yeah, Canggu
Yes.
Property website. Also through our numbers, telephone numbers.
Through your telephone numbers,
Yes.
and they can talk to you directly, Suchi, or your
Yes,
team,
yes,
and they will be
definitely.
forwarded to you.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So thank you so much,
Thank you so
Suchi.
much.
This is Rohini Kapoor from Step by Step Talks. If you like our interview, I would urge you to go back to the last two. The first one was with Nicola, the second one was with Putu, and now it's Suchi, so you can understand what Canggu Properties is all about, why you should come to Bali and be a tourist in one of the Canggu Property villas, or else if you're looking for real estate, Canggu Property is the place to come to. Canggu Property is transparent, believes in clarity, and also respects the Balinese culture, which is very important. So if you like what you've seen, please hit share, subscribe. And if you need to get in touch with me, StepByStepTalks.com. And I will get back to you within 24 hours confidentially. Thank you and have a super day thanks and bye from Bali.